That made me very, very happy. It was an adventure. Give me back my freedom. It's awful, it's terrifying. I have no words. Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but I am back with a video and we are in the first days of the new year of 2022, and what better way than to make a summary and review of the last year. I made such a review for the last 2 years, so you will find it on my channel. I will link both of these videos also below, from 2019 and 2020. It could be fun to compare, to have a look. Most of the questions are the same as last year and 2 years ago. So, let's start. I have written down all of them on a piece of paper and I'm going to answer those questions. Number 1. Did you do something in 2021 that you have never done before? Yes, we have never built a house before, so that is something that we absolutely did for the first times in our lives. Yeah, you will see more of the house in the new year, I promise. I don't know when, but it will come. Number 2, did you change something big in your life? No, not this year. I didn't change anything. I'm at the same job. I'm still not self-employed as I would like to. Still in the same apartment, but that will probably change this year, so I didn't change anything big. Number 3, which countries did you visit last year? We all know the situation in the world, so visiting even one foreign country is an achievement in itself, and it was an achievement. It was a stressful achievement. I visited and we visited together with my husband Egypt in January last year, so almost a year ago. It was a success, it was an achievement considering the fact that Poland was in total lockdown at that time, but we managed. It wasn't the first time. I was in Egypt almost 15 years ago, in my early 20s, when I didn't know my husband yet, and I was there with my sister, but I was never in those areas, the village countryside areas that I was this time. I'm very grateful for that trip, extremely. Number 4, best buy of 2021. Best buy things for the house, so the heating system, the ovens and other stuff needed around the house, so that has to be the best buy of 2021.
I do also like the hoodie I bought last month, so that's a nice buy too.
Number 5, did something make you very happy last year? I was thinking about this, and something that made me very happy was the wild camping trip we did in May 2021. There are also 2 videos from that trip, from our wild camping in a nature reserve in northern Poland. That made me very, very happy. I don't know, I was very excited about it. It was something new. It was an adventure. During that trip we stayed the last 2 nights in a motel because the weather was so bad, but it was amazing. The first nights in the wild camping and then in the motel, we went to the forest every day. Being in Mazur in summer, in a place that we visited maybe 4 years earlier, made me also very happy, just seeing the same place. And yeah, you should check out. I will link all these trips and videos also in the description box and also in the cards up here. And third thing that made me happy was when we finally got our mortgage from the bank to build the house, because the journey there was extremely stressful and awful. Maybe I will tell you one day, maybe not, but that day made me very happy as well, and that was late summer, early autumn. Did you miss something in 2021 that you would like to have in 2022? I'm sorry for repeating myself. I'm sorry for saying the same thing I said last year, but I'm shouting. I am free. I need my freedom. Please give me back my freedom. I know it's not going to happen, but I miss having freedom. The world went into a higher level of madness, and I miss my freedom, even though this year was quite alright in Poland. It could have been much worse, as it was and is in many other countries. Number 7. Which dates will you always remember? Nothing stands out really. Surely I will always remember our first wild camping trip and our first camping trip together, which was in May. I was very happy to see the foundations and the house being built, but I don't have any particular dates in mind. Number 8. What do you wish you had done more of in 2021? We can always be better people, so I wish I had been a better person and done more of being a better person. For sure, that's what I wish I had done more of. And number 9, what do you wish you had done less of in 2021? It's easier said than done. I do wish I had stressed less. I am a highly sensitive person. I think it's like there's a definition of these kind of people, like I am a highly sensitive person. I am extremely affected by stress. This whole channel and living a mindful life is also me trying to cope with stress and stressful situations. So I wish I had stressed less. I'm working on it constantly. It's work in progress. Question number 10. Favorite TV show in 2021? I watched very few TV shows and very few movies. I think the least amount in my whole life, probably. I watched a lot of YouTube, though, just to be honest. Lots of YouTube, but very few TV shows, very few movies. We didn't watch anything together, but I watched when my husband was in Egypt. He was much longer than me. I watched the Cormoran strike series, and I really recommend that TV show. I watched maybe 1 or 2 more, but the Cormoran strike series is the best TV show I watched in 2021, and I really recommend it. And also the books by Joanne K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter. It's like a criminal series, a detective series. It's very good. Best book you read in 2021? For sure a religious series I'm reading by an Italian mystic with the surname Valtorta, but also a book which was a bestseller, I think last year, maybe a few years ago, called Where the Crawdads Sing. Very poetic, beautiful, interesting, entertaining, must-read book, Where the Crawdads Sing. It really is worth the hype. Number 12, biggest success privately that I survived this year. Honestly, that is my biggest success, that I survived. Number 13, biggest mistake, probably the same as I already said, that I stressed too much, that I wasn't as good a person as I wanted to be. That's the biggest mistake. Question 14, were you more happy or more sad in 2021 compared to other years? First half, I would say maybe more happy. The second half of the year, more sad. I had lots of issues, health issues and other issues and stresses. So I would say first half more happy, second half more sad, and also seeing what's happening in the world. So yeah, half and half. We can divide the year in half. 15. What did you spend most money on? The house. The house, which hopefully you can see soon. 16. Something you wished for in 2021 and you got. For sure that we started to build the house, that it all fell in place slowly and steadily. I wished for that and it happened. So that's amazing. Question 17, connected to the previous one. Something you wished for and didn't get in 2021. The list is very long, as usual. I can mention one which is not private, that I wanted to monetize on YouTube and it didn't happen. Maybe it will happen this year, maybe not. Maybe I will continue with YouTube, maybe not. Time will tell. 18. What did you do for your birthday in 2021? My birthday is in June. Nothing remarkable. I say it every year. Doesn't mean that it was bad. Not at all. I always have a nice time with my husband, with my family. We eat some cake, drink some tea. I think I have a wish to be celebrated like extremely one year, but
I'm also getting older and it's not really fun
to see how you're getting older. But I do envy sometimes when people have these parties, big parties, or are really celebrated. It would be nice maybe to have it once. We have 3 questions left. So, 19. Anything that would have made 2021 a better year? Yeah. Less dictatorship, less totalitarianism. Is that even a word? Less control, less surveillance, less constrictions, less lockdowns, less of the Orwellian state we are slowly living in. And some countries are already there, it seems, and they are accelerating. Poland is a little bit behind, but it's awful, it's terrifying. I have no words. I have no words. What made you feel good in 2021? Leaning on God, that made me feel good. That made me feel peace. Being in a close relationship with God, with having a daily prayer and relationship with God every day, and that made me feel good and at peace when I was feeling stressed or when there was turbulence. Also, working from home still make me feel good. Trips make me feel good. Sometimes YouTube makes me feel good when I have a flow and I shoot a video. Sometimes not, but sometimes yes. Sometimes I feel full of energy and invigorated and full of passion when doing YouTube. But I do have days when I don't feel that as well. And the last and final question, who did you miss in 2021? I missed my husband when he was in Egypt and I was here in Poland. And I also always miss my nephews. I do spend time with them, but I often miss them. They are the light of my life. That was all. I hope you enjoyed this video and those questions and answers. And I hope the first week of New Year is going well for you. I hope this year will be good for all of us. A big part of me doubts it very much, but we can hope at least to have some good things in our families, privately. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.